Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from Greensburg Salem High School. It's the first round of the PIAA 5A state basketball playoffs as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the York Suburban Trojans. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's high school basketball game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, financial advisors in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches good luck in the state playoffs.
Packed house here at Greensburg Salem tonight, getting ready for boys 5A first round action in the PIAA. The York Suburban Trojans taking on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with you, Nick Barczyk, back in our Uniontown Hospital studios. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on the South Union Township Sports Network. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. We'll start first with the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the WPIAL champs, enter with a record of 17-8, and they'll start today at forward, a 6'1 senior, averaging 8 points a game, number 1, Keandre Cook. Starting at guard, a 6-foot freshman, averaging 22.5 points a game. He sunk 2 clutch free throws in the closing seconds against Mars for the Mustangs. WPIAL championship win, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At forward, a 6'4 senior, averaging 11.5 points a game, scored 20 against Penn Hills in the quarterfinal round of the WPIAL playoffs, number 15, Tyvon Long. Also starting at forward, a 6'3 junior. He's been starting since the start of the WPIAL playoffs, number 21, Nick Egnott. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Mustangs at guard, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 5.5 points a game, number 24, Timmy Smith. Of course, Smith got the WPIAL playoff run started for the Mustangs with 20 points and 6 made threes against the Hampton Talbots in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. Taking a look at the York Suburban Trojans, again, they're the number 9 seed out of District 3. Tom Triggs in his 18th season as the Trojans head coach. They're 21-7 overall, and they'll start at guard, only a freshman at 6'2", averaging 10 points and 3 rebounds a game. He's knocked down 42 threes already this season, number 11, Sylvan Sutton. Also starting at guard, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 11 points and 4 rebounds a game. He's also a three-point specialist. He's connected upon 39 threes so far this year, number 12, Camden Brewer. Starting at forward, a 6'6 junior, averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. Head coach Tom Triggs calls him a Division II or Division III prospect. He had 22 in the 9th place game in District 3 against Hershey, number 24, Aiden Hewley. Also starting at guard, a 6'2 junior, maybe the best defender. We'll likely see him on Ronnie Gallagher tonight. He averages 4 points and 5 rebounds a game, number 30, Alon Gorham. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Trojans of York Suburban, a 6'4 senior, averaging 10 points and 9 rebounds a game, number 35, Anthony Brown. Brown had 20 last Friday night against Hershey in that 9th place play-in game for the York Suburban Trojans. Already a couple of games already underway in PIAA 5A play. Muhlenberg, the District 3 champs, playing South Fayette. Of course, South Fayette, the 6th place team out of the WPIAL. After 3 quarters of play, Muhlenberg a 47-32 lead over South Fayette. That game being played at the Milton Hershey High School. And also Chartiers Valley, the number 4 seed out of the WPIAL, playing the 2nd place team, Milton Hershey, out of District 3. That game being played at Harrisburg today. In a tight game, actually, Char Valley, a 3-point lead over Milton Hershey in the 3rd quarter, 41-38. Other 5A games we'll have our eyes on tonight. Greater Johnstown playing Shippensburg. That game at Richland High School in Johnstown. Penwood playing Archbishop Ryan at Norristown tonight. That game tipping at 6 o'clock. Mars, the WPIL runners-up, they're taking on Elizabethtown at Valley High School in New Kensington. That game also tipping off at 6 o'clock tonight. Of course, Laurel Highlands playing York Suburban here at Greensburg, Salem. Thomas Jefferson playing New Oxford, the 3rd place team out of District 3 at Dallastown High School. That game a 6 o'clock start. And Obama Academy, the City League champs, playing Penn Hills, who the Mustangs knocked off in the quarterfinal round at Brashear High School. That game tipping off at 7 o'clock. The Mustangs, the home team here in the home whites, blue numbers trimmed in red, and the York Suburban Trojans and their away blacks with orange numbers and a little bit of white trim. We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. York Suburban taking on Laurel Highlands here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Hey folks on the South Union Township Sports Network, welcome back. A couple minutes away from tip-off tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the York Suburban Trojans, and we're going to have a quick pause here for tonight's national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lion Cage, home of the Greensburg, Salem Gold Lions for the opening night of the 2020 PIAA Basketball Championships. Tonight's game features 29 seed out of District 3, the Trojans from York Suburban High School, and the number 1 seed out of District 7, the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands. Cheering for your team and not against your opponent. We expect positive sportsmanship from everyone in attendance at this event. Anyone who displays unsportsmanlike conduct will be asked to leave the premises. Greensburg, Salem, and the PIAA thank you in advance for your conduct during tonight's contest. And at this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor our great nation in the playing of our national anthem.
Jerry's clear. Okay.
The the Trojans of York Suburban. Head coach Tom Chambers.
Yeah, it is.
6'2", freshman guard, number 11.
Okay.
5'10", senior guard, number 12, Camden Brewer.
Just about set to go here at Greensburg Salem High School. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the York Suburban Trojans in this PIAA 5A first-round game. A reminder that this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the PIAA, WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game was intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and a use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the PIAA, WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. Your referees here tonight out of District 6, Jim Roccini, Rich Gurgley, and Chris Garatano. The Mustangs being introduced right now off to our left, and they will be the home team up on the scoreboard. And we talked about the overflow crowd that the Mustangs saw in their WPIAL semifinal round game against Thomas Jefferson. Well, this overflow crowd here at Greensburg Salem might top that one, as folks lining up here still trying to get it in the doorway. I don't think there's a seat to be had already here in the gym. And we actually questioned why this game was not played at a bigger venue. I actually talked to Hempfield head boys basketball coach Bill Swan, and Bill told me the Hempfield gym was actually not available this weekend. They had another event going on there, so maybe one of the reasons the game was shifted here to Greensburg Salem. And the folks here at Greensburg Salem tell me it seats 1,650. And I'll tell you what, they might be pushing 1,800 or 1,900 with the folks trying to get in here tonight, as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, coming off of that WPIAL title win over Mars, getting set to take on York Suburban. And watching York Suburban in warm-ups, they look solid. We mentioned they're the 9th place team out of District 3. They look like a pretty solid squad. Anthony Brown already in the center circle. He's set to go as Ronnie Gallagher comes over and shakes hands with a couple of the York Suburban players. Said hi to Savon Sutton, and heading over to the far side, talking to Camden Brewer. It'll be Tyvon Long to jump for Laurel Highlands. Anthony Brown to jump for York Suburban. As Jim Roccini steps into the center circle, we're underway with this boys PIAA 5A first-round game from Greensburg. Salem Mustangs control the opening tap. As Keandre Cook hands off to Ronnie Gallagher, holds right at the edge of the York Suburban zone. Over to Tyvon here on the near wing. Tyvon look inside, nothing there, trying to pull it up top to Timmy Smith. Pass got intercepted there by Camden Brewer. Brewer coming baseline near side, a little ball fake, and puts it up and in. So a good start for York Suburban. Camden Brewer, the 5'10 sophomore guard, getting the opening 2 points of the game, just 30 seconds in. Here's Rodney Gallagher bringing it back across. We mentioned during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, we'll have Alon Gorham on him here today. Gorham, York Suburban's best defender. Gallagher coming baseline near side, nothing there. Now a 5-second call here on Gallagher, ruled 5 seconds, closely guarded here on the near side. Again, our officials from District 6 out in central Pennsylvania. So the Mustangs coming up empty on their opening 2 possessions. We have 7:17 left here in the opening quarter. York Suburban on a bucket from Camden Brewer, leading Laurel Highlands 2-0. Mustangs extend their 2-3 zone. Sent down to the baseline to Anthony Brown, and he gets the long 2 to go, and a foul called in the process. So Anthony Brown giving York Suburban a 4-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. That foul will get posted here on the Mustangs. First foul we've seen on either side going on Keandre Cook. Remember, Cook fouled out late in that WPIAL championship win for the Mustangs over Mars, as Brown, 65% for the season for the foul line, makes the free throw. So 5 unanswered out of the gates here for York Suburban. They lead Laurel Highlands 5-0. And Gallagher back across over to Tyvon Long here on the near wing. Mustangs, not a lot of motion here in these opening few possessions. Timmy Smith, nice little feed to Gallagher, cuts inside, and a pretty finish there for Rod. Mustangs on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. It's 5-2 York Suburban. What a move there from Gallagher, up and under move in the finish. And he credits Smith there on the pass as well from the near elbow. Touch there from Hewley out on the far side. Now reset up top again to Gorham. Gorham on the near wing now to Sutton. Sutton will feed in the corner there to Brewer. Back Up top to Sutton, trying to go cross-court far side. That pass intercepted by Tyvon Long. Off to Timmy Smith and across. Smith pulls back to Rod, drives inside, a lot of contact, and a charge call there on Gallagher. I don't know about that one. Charge call there on Gallagher. And a couple of fouls going here on the Mustangs early on. And York Suburban gets it back as Sutton brings it across. Switches up top here with Camden Brewer. Barks out of play. Mustangs again extending the 2-3 zone with Timmy Smith and Rod up top. As Brewer holds here for York Suburban. Off to Sutton. A little ball fake back to Brewer. Those two play catch outside the arc. Brewer on it right now between the circles. Off to Sutton on the far wing. Sutton, little ball fake. Sends it back to Brewer again. Not much going on offensively here on this possession for York Suburban. Touch here from Gorham, and now sending it off to Hewley. He missed on the jumper. Offensive rebound on the far block. Missing on the putback, there was Anthony Brown. That shot was halfway down, didn't drop, and the Mustangs out of the pack with it here with Keandre Cook. Keandre back to Rod. Laurel Highlands the basketball down 5-2. 5:28 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with you, Nick Barczyk, back in our Uniontown Hospital studios, and Jerry Dupay behind the camera on the South Union Township Sports Network. Timmy Smith right of the lane, missing there on a jumper. Tyvon Long, the offensive rebound. Out to Keandre Cook, left of the lane, drives inside, couldn't get it to go. And underneath, Anthony Brown, the rebound there for York Suburban. And they'll try to go down low. Good ball movement down to Gorham, couldn't finish, but on the putback, score it there for Anthony Brown. So 5 here for Anthony Brown, a 7-2 lead for York Suburban over Laurel Highlands with 4:58 left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs a little cold here from the field early on. Here's Keandre, a little spin on the inside, will get him for the travel. And that one pretty evident there on the penetration attempt from Keandre Cook. And York Suburban will trigger it in. So Von Sutton to bring it across. So the 9th place team out of District 3, York Suburban, leading Laurel Highlands by 5. Jumper left of the lane here, Brewer wouldn't go. Timmy Smith trying to track down the rebound, almost lost it out of bounds. Got a little help there from Tyvon Long, who sends it back to Timmy and across. Touch there from Egnott. Out to Timmy between the circles again. Rod resets now high on the right. Watch there by Alon Gorham. Gallagher barking out of play. Now trying to come free off a screen set up by Tyvon. He's going to take the 3 from up top, in and out. Big offensive rebound. Nick Egnott keeping it alive on the offensive glass. Sent out to Keandre from the far wing for 3. Another good look, in and out. Mustangs can't get it to go here from the field early on. Aiden Hewley had that rebound for York Suburban. And they'll again work down low and drawing the foul down on the blocks, Aiden Hewley. So Hewley, the 6'6 junior forward, came in averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. Will head to the foul line. That'll be the first foul on Nick Egnott, 3rd team foul on the Mustangs, occurring here at the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter. First of 2 free throws. Good here for Aiden Hewley. Hewley came in 80% for the season from the foul line. In fact, this York Suburban team close to 74% as a team. Among the best you'll see for high school basketball players. Hewley makes both free throws. It's a 9-2 lead for the Trojans over the Mustangs. 3:57 left here in the opening quarter. Timmy Smith to bring it across here for Laurel Highlands. Smith far side off to Rod, coming far baseline. Resets up top, Keandre Cook pivots off to Timmy Smith here on the near side. Smith on the near wing, bounce back to Keandre, far side to Rod, almost stolen, knocked out of bounds there by Alon Gorham, and that'll take us to immediate timeout. 3:41 left here in the opening quarter, 9-2 York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. We're back in a moment here on the C.R. Parano Group High School Sports Night.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, Brian Morozak along with you. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on the South Union Township Sports Network. Nick Barczyk back in our Uniontown Hospital studios. Mentioned the full house here at Greensburg Salem High School. Among those in attendance, Pitt basketball coach Jeff Capel. They got a front row seat for Jeff and his son on the far sidelines right near the scorer's table. The Mustangs off to a slow start, down 9-2 here to York Suburban. Anthony Brown leading the way for York Suburban with 5 so far in this game. Rodney Gallagher, the only 2 points of this game for Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs have been whistled on 3 fouls. York Suburban has yet to be called on a foul so far in this game. Mustangs with it, working left to right as we describe it. Nick Egnott up top, over to Timmy Smith on the far wing. Nice pass down low. Tyvon Long, quick finish on the far block. The Mustangs just not getting the shots to drop here early on in this game. Savon Sutton back across for York Suburban. A little ball fake up top, kicks it in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Camden Brewer reins it in. Camden Brewer, that's his 40th made 3 of the season, and York Suburban off to a 12-2 lead here over Laurel Highlands with 3:06 left here in the opening quarter. Among the slowest starts, maybe the exception of that Thomas Jefferson WPIAL semifinal round game that we've seen the Mustangs get off to this season. Timmy Smith down on the blocks, Tyvon Long. Tries to pull it off to Keandre Cook, a little spin and missed there on a little baby hook attempt, and another rebound from Aiden Hewley down low for York Suburban. Across here on the near side, Sutton down on the baseline over to Brewer. Resets near elbow, jumper on the way, good again for Aiden Hewley. First field goal of the game for Hewley. Made 2 free throws earlier, and it's a 12-point lead for York Suburban over Laurel Highlands, up 14-2. 2:30 left here in this opening quarter. Fans here, about 90% from Laurel Highlands, but the Mustangs have yet to get things going offensively here on the basketball courts. Tyvon back out to Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher trying to come free off a screen. Nice little double team defensively there from York Suburban as Gallagher again resets up top. Not a lot going on for the Mustangs offensively. Gallagher now from the near wing trying to come inside, and they got him for the travel. Laurel Highlands just cannot get the offense going here. So far tonight, they're down 14-2. 2:04 left here in this opening quarter. First of 2 here on the WMBS side, and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. We'll have boys 1A action for Pitt Johnstown later on tonight. Geibel taking on Berlin Brothers Valley. Deep 3 there, and banking it in, the freshman Savon Sutton. I don't know if he called it, but Sutton hitting a deep 3 and to extend the lead to 17-2. 30-second timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. 17-2 York Suburban. We're back in 30 here on the C. Parana Group High School Sports Night.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, all York Suburban here in this opening quarter, a 17-2 lead for the 9th place team out of District 3. Tom Triggs in his 18th season as York Suburban's head coach, and they've come out of the gates on fire. 5 from Anthony Brown, 5 from Camden Brewer. Now a little full court pressure here on the Mustangs as Keandre Cook turns it over. Coming back, leaning on the inside, but missing there on the drive, Alon Gorham, and Keandre Cook lucky to come out of the pack with it there for Laurel Highlands. They're working up the court. Tyvon Long trying to slam it home, missed on the dunk. Nick Egnott trying to keep it alive here in the near corner. Resets on the wing to Keandre Cook, over to Timmy Smith at the foul line. Smith on the inside, will turn and shoot. Can't get it to go. Egnott going for the rebound, got fouled from behind. But nothing going Laurel Highlands' way here early on. 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs already down 15. That foul went on the floor against Aiden Hewley. His first, team first. Mustangs trigger it in. Again, almost turned it over. Nice save high on the right there from Keandre Cook, over to Timmy Smith far side. Egnott left of the lane. Back on the far elbow. Tyvon Long can't get it to go. Ball hit the rim twice before dropping out there for Tyvon. And Camden Brewer with the rebound there for York Suburban. Brewer from the foul line over to Hewley. Back on the wing. Gorham goes cross-court far side. Brought down there by the freshman Sutton off on the far elbow and draining another jumper, Aiden Hewley. York Suburban red hot. The Mustangs ice cold. A 17-point lead for York Suburban over Laurel Highlands still here in the opening quarter. And 38 seconds left here in the first. Timmy Smith high on the right. Switches up top with Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher got bumped and fouled as Gorham was going for the steal. First on Gorham, second team foul on York Suburban. And we kind of wondered how Laurel Highlands would come out here tonight. Of course, what a magical run for the Mustangs, winning 4 games in the WPIAL playoffs, capturing the first WPIAL title since 1968 as Gallagher launches a 3 and hits it finally. Something to cheer about for the Mustang fans. Gallagher with all 5 of the points for Laurel Highlands. They're back to within 14, down 19-5. 12 seconds left here in this opening quarter. Savon Sutton pulls it off to Gorham on the far side. Gorham works off to his left. Floats it off to Camden Brewer. Down at 2 seconds left in the quarter. Brewer needs to take a shot, and they're not going to get it away. Savon Sutton attempted one, but was after the whistle. So after 1 quarter of basketball, it's York Suburban 19, Laurel Highlands 5. We're back in 60 here on the CR Brado Group High School Sports Night.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Time Rozak back here at Greensburg Salem High School. All York Suburban early on. The Trojans a 19-5 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We have seen the Mustangs rally back during their WPIAL playoff run, so don't count Laurel Highlands out of this one yet, but the only Mustang to score so far in this game, Rodney Gallagher, with 5 points. York Suburban 19 as a team, led by Aiden Hewley, US 6, and York Suburban starts the second quarter with the basketball, working right to left as we describe it. And he'll kick it in the corner. A little ball fake there from Brewer. Watched by Cook. Back on the wing to Savon Sutton. Goes cross-court far side over to Chris Spellman, who just checked into the game. Spellman, a pretty good player off the bench. Averages close to 6 points a game. Streaky shooter, and they'll go down low. And a little finish out in front there from Anthony Brown. So Brown with 7. Lead up to 16 now for York Suburban at 21-5 over Laurel Highlands. 35 seconds into the second quarter. Rodney Gallagher now out of his own zone. Watch there now by Savon Sutton. Mustangs send it off on the near wing to Tyvon Long. Long back to Keandre Cook. Far side Timmy Smith. Watch there by Spellman. Sends it up top to Rod. 3 on the way. Off the mark that time. Tyvon going for the rebound. Couldn't find it. Controlled there by Anthony Brown. Brown off to Sutton and across here on the near side. Kick back in the corner to Camden Brewer. Now Sutton again. Deep 3 for the freshman. Too strong. Off the back iron. Spellman the offensive rebound. Now it hustled Timmy Smith to the ball. I'll send it off to Camden Brewer, who resets here between the circles. Far side to Sutton. Watch there by Smith. And now Brewer again, watched by Gallagher. It's off to Sutton. Another high arcing 3. It's an air ball. Goes right to Tyvon Long. Off to Gallagher and across. Gallagher driving inside. Off balance shot. No good, but he draws the foul. 2 free throws upcoming here for Rodney Gallagher. And that foul goes on number 12, Camden Brewer. His first, the third team foul actually on York Suburban. 2 free throws now for Gallagher. First of 2 up on the way and good. Gallagher came in 80% for the season from the free throw line, 146 of 188. Of course, had 25 points against Mars in that WPIAL championship game, including sinking 2 clutch free throws in the closing seconds. Second of 2 free throws here from Gallagher, no good. A little bit too much mustard on that one. And York Suburban with the rebound, and they'll again try to go down on the blocks. That pass intercepted by Tyvon Long was intended for Anthony Brown. Mustangs will slow things down. Off to Smith, back across to Gallagher here on the near wing. Pulls up on the long 2 and connects. Rodney Gallagher now has all 8 of the points for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs trying to hang around. They're down 13, and a turnover here on the far side. High pass. Brewer couldn't bring it down there for York Suburban, and Laurel Highlands will get it back. Still in a 13-point hole with 6:09 left before halftime. Laurel Highlands trying to feed off the crowd a little bit. Timmy Smith in the backcourt. Watched now by Chris Spellman. Smith, bounce pass off to Cook. A little give and go off to the cutting Gallagher, couldn't finish. Rebound deflected off there to Camden Brewer of York Suburban. Well set up play. Laurel Highlands just couldn't finish things off. Down on the blocks. Spellman back in the Mustang zone. Off to Brewer on the far side. Touched off to Hewley. Nice little pass down to Brown. Kick out Spellman, short on the 3. Long the rebound, off to Gallagher and across for Laurel Highlands. Rod driving, can't finish. And another rebound here for York Suburban. Mustang fans wanted a foul, wasn't called. Hewley back across, pull up Jay, baseline near side, spun out. Keandre Cook, the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Still 21-8 York Suburban over Laurel Highlands, 5:13 left before halftime. Timmy Smith now pulls it off, resets high on the left in the York Suburban zone. Off to Keandre Cook on the far wing. Up top now Tyvon Long. Long 2, rattles in for Tyvon. First 2 points for anyone else other than Rodney Gallagher on the Laurel Highlands side. The Mustangs have fought their way back to within 11, down 21-10. Coming free down low and slamming it in. Left unmarked, Aiden Hewley. Hewley with 8. York Suburban back up 13 at 23-10. Hewley just kind of slipped behind the Mustang back line and set it in with a 2-handed slam. Timmy Smith bounces it off again on the far elbow there to Long. Back to Rodney Gallagher on the far wing. He'll take a deep 3 and hit it. So Rodney Gallagher feeling it out there for the Mustangs. He has 11 of their 13. And Laurel Highlands back to within 10, down 23-13 with 4:15 left here in the second quarter. Back in the corner, Brewer. 3-ball and air ball goes right to Spellman. He got blocked by Tyvon Long. In transition, Gallagher back across. Gallagher near wing and in. Had it stripped away there by Aiden Hewley. Got knocked down. No foul call. Looked like Hewley, though, got all ball. And coming back, a little pull-up J from Anthony Brown. No good. Offensive rebound brought down by Hewley. That should be a charge, and it is. Aiden Hewley called for the charge. That's a second personal foul. That's a big foul. Hewley, 6'6" junior forward, came in averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. The Mustangs can get him out for a little while. Maybe an opportunity to make some hay. They're going to actually check Savon Sutton out. We're actually at immediate timeout. 23-13. York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60. They're the C. Alvarado Group High School Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, and for you folks on the South Union Township Sports Network, there's a look at Pitt head coach Jeff Capel. And the Mustangs showing a little fight here in the second quarter, still down 10 at 23-13. They've certainly gotten more comfortable out on the court. We mentioned this is Laurel Highlands' second game of the year here at Greensburg Salem. They actually lost a conference game to the Golden Lions during the second half of the season here at Greensburg Salem High School. I think that game came on the heels of an emotional Laurel Highlands win over rival Uniontown in late January. Mustangs working left to right as we describe it. Timmy Smith here between the circles, barking out a play, works off to his right. He'll take a long two from the near wing, well off the mark, but it goes right to Tyvon Long, who puts it up and in. So a fortunate bounce there off the Smith miss, going to Tyvon, who's able to lay it in and pull the Mustangs back to within 8, down 23-15. 3:15 left before halftime. Far side now for York Suburban. Chris Spellman back between the circles again to Camden Brewer. A little touch there on the elbow. Anthony Brown resets there to Gorham. They play catch. Brown has it again, trying to back his way in there on Egnott. Good ball movement around the arc, then reset again to Brewer between the circles. Off to Spellman on the far side. Plays catch with Brewer. York Suburban trying to settle things down a little bit as the Mustangs have made a run to get back to within 8. And now a 3 launched off the mark there from Gorham. Battle for the rebound, and Timmy Smith finds it. Smith some fancy dribbling, bringing it back into the York Suburban zone. Smith up top, Mustangs down 8. Dangerous pass, corralled in though by Rowdy. Fights back inside and scoops it up and in. What a move there again from Gallagher. He has 8 here in the second quarter, 13 for the game. It's a 2-possession game. Laurel Highlands back to within 6, down only 23-17. Comeback Cades on it again as they try to fight back here against York Suburban. From the far elbow, Anthony Brown. Jumper no good. Laurel Highlands with the momentum. Fight for the rebound, and Keandre Cook able to corral it off there to Gallagher. Gallagher back across. Pull up Jay from the foul line. No good, but he draws the foul. And Gallagher with 2 free throws upcoming. Tom Triggs with a timeout. He knows the Mustangs are making a run back into this game. Alon Gorham just picked up his second personal foul. And Coach Triggs will take a timeout with 2:08 left here in the second quarter. This will be a 30-second timeout. We're back at 30 here on the Sierra Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Smith, Lewis & Chess, financial advisors in Uniontown. We'd like to wish the Laurel Highlands boys basketball team and their coaches good luck in the state playoffs.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, 2:08 left before halftime. PIAA boys 5A first round action. The York Suburban Trojans, who outscored Laurel Highlands 19-5 in the opening quarter. Well, their lead's down to 6 with 23-17, and Rodney Gallagher with 2 free throws upcoming here for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher has scored 13 so far in this game for the Mustangs, make it 14 as he drains his first of 2 free throws. Trojans lead down to 5. Second of 2 now from Gallagher, up on the way, and this one no good. Rebound brought down there by Anthony Brown. We'll settle it off to Camden Brewer. The Mustangs have been a slow starting team throughout the course of this playoff run. Spellman back in the corner, look out, Brewer for 3, drains it. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. Camden Brewer, the sophomore guard, got a good look in the corner and extends the York Suburban lead back to 8 at 26-18. A hop step there from Smith out to Egnott. Now Gallagher for 3. Couldn't answer back. Underneath Aiden Hewley. The rebound there for York Suburban. 1:33 left before halftime. They'll get it off to Spellman. Spellman's 3-ball and air ball. It goes right to Anthony Brown, and Brown trying to score on the putback, got fouled underneath. Shot attempt no good, but Brown will have 2 free throws upcoming here for York Suburban. We'll check this Mustang foul. It's going to go on Tyvon Long. So the Mustangs with 4 fouls. They've spread them around. 1 on Cook, 1 on Gallagher, 1 on Tyvon, and 1 on Nick Egnott. First of 2 free throws. Good here for Anthony Brown. Brown now 2 of 2 from the foul line. He has 8. Lead back up to 9 at 27-18 for York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. And now Brown for a second of 2 free throws. This one up on the way and no good. Long had the rebound, then had it poked away, and York Suburban able to regain possession of the ball. Gorham on the inside to Brown. A little baby hook rattled out. Nick Egnott the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Off to Gallagher and across. Gallagher to Timmy Smith. Open look for 3. Needs this one, not going to get it. On the backside, Brown another rebound. Got a little sloppy on a pass back. Stolen by Egnott off to Tyvon, who comes crashing in Which way is it going to go? It's going to be a charge called here on Tyvon Long. That'll be his second. Yeah, the Mustang fans don't like it. We have a minute left before halftime. York Suburban's going to get the basketball back, up 9 at 27-18. Again, our referees here today from District 6 in Central Pennsylvania. Jim Riccini, Rich Gergley, and Chris Garitano. And Brewer will bring it back across here for the Trojans. Final minute of the second quarter. York Suburban won't mind taking a little time off the clock here on this possession with a 9-point lead. Brewer here between the circles. Just holding for York Suburban. On the near side of Gorham. Will touch off to Savon Sutton. Now the Mustangs come out defensively. 30 seconds left here in the quarter. Laurel Highlands trying to make York Suburban do a little work. No, look pass on the inside. The shot attempt there from Brown got blocked by Tyvon. Off to Timmy Smith, who threw it away. Was looking for an outlet pass forward there to Keandre. They weren't on the same page. Mustangs trying to go too quick there with 18 seconds left in the quarter, and now trying to save a foul here on Tyvon Long. The Mustangs will bring in Caden Phillips. Also Terrence Thomas Brown will check in for Timmy Smith, and I think Smith's going to get an earful here from head coach Rick Hogger. Coach Hogger pointing to his head and talking to Timmy Smith. Was not happy about that last pass coming back down the court as Laurel Highlands had an opportunity to gain a little momentum going to the locker room. Sit off on the near side of Gorham, back in the corner to travel. Call there on Camden Brewer with 4.9 left on the clock. So the Mustangs will have an opportunity here with one last rush. Down 9 at 27-18. Now we'll get a situational substitution here as well for York Suburban, as Max Reinecker will check in here for Aiden Hewley as they try to save a foul on Hewley, who has 2 personals. And also Chris Spellman back in, replacing Alon Gorham. Gorham also with 2 personals. A smart coaching on both sides from Coach Rick Hogger and Tom Triggs, 2 veteran coaches. Now Keandre Cook triggers it into Rod. Mustangs need to go. Down to 3, down to 2. Rod on the far side, releases from the far wing. Came up short on a 3-ball attempt. And Laurel Highlands will go to the locker room down 9 at 27-18. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. It comes your way next. Again, your halftime score, 27-18. York Suburban over Laurel Highlands here on WMBS, the True Blind High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Brian Rozak back here at Greensburg Salem High School. The York Suburban Trojans a 27-18 halftime lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Get our halftime show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Our halftime stats brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. They moved to downtown Connellsville, the Peachin Market. Same hours and free prescription delivery. On the Laurel Highlands side, not a lot going on other than Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher 14 of the 18 points for Laurel Highlands so far in this game. Tyvon along with the other 4. The Mustangs with 5 in the first, 13 in the second for their 18 here at halftime. For York Suburban, Savon Sutton with 3, Camden Brewer with 8, Aiden Hewley with 8, and Anthony Brown with 8. York Suburban 19 in the first quarter, 18, check that, 8 here in the second quarter for 27 here at halftime. York Suburban led Laurel Highlands 19-5 after one quarter of play. Now they lead by 9 here at the break, 27-18. Taking a look at a couple of other PIAA boys 5A results from today. Muhlenberg, the District 3 champs, picking up a win over South Fayette. The game was tight late, but Muhlenberg defeating South Fayette 72-66. So the District 3 champs pick up a win over the 6th place team out of the WPIAL to advance to the second round on Tuesday. At halftime, Mars a 28-27 lead over Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown, the 7th place team out of District 3. Mars, of course, the WPIAL runners-up, leading Elizabethtown by 1 at halftime, 28-27. And one other final, Milton Hershey, the second-place team out of District 3, rallied back for a 78-74 win over Chartiers Valley, the 4th-place team out of the WPIAL. So Milton Hershey will advance to the second round of the PIAA tournament. Again, the winner of this game between Laurel Highlands and York Suburban will take on either New Oxford or Thomas Jefferson. Those two teams playing at Dallastown High School tonight. That game also tipped at 6 o'clock. Don't have a score for you on that one as of yet. We'll try to pass that along later on. Again, here at halftime, 27-18, York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. Second half comes your way next year on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebulon Mahalev and White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebulon Mahalev and White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebulon Mahalev and White.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Back here, Greensburg Salem High School, Laurel Highlands in need of another second-half comeback. They trail by 9 at 27-18. Brian Morozak along with you. Nick Barczyk back in our Uniontown Hospital studios. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on the South Union Township Sports Network. The winner here today will take on either New Oxford, the third-place team out of District 3, or Thomas Jefferson. New Oxford all over TJ. In fact, they've doubled up the Jags at halftime. New Oxford leading TJ 38-19. So District 3 flexing their muscle here in the first round of the PIAA 5A boys basketball playoffs. Mustangs with the basketball working right to left as we describe it, down 9 to start this third quarter. Tyvon Long on the far wing. Tyvon up top to Keandre Cook. Keandre a little ball fake. Sends it off to his right on the switch to Nick Egnott, the big guy working outside the arc. Quickly gives it off to Timmy Smith. Back in the corner again to Keandre. Launched there by Savon Sutton. Resets again to Timmy Smith. Smith guarded by Camden Brewer. Smith lost dribble. Bounce pass inside. Goes to Gallagher, who hands it off to Tyvon Long, who finishes underneath. So Tyvon Long now with 6. Gallagher gets the assist. Gallagher and Tyvon, the only two players to score in this game for Laurel Highlands, but a make there has the Mustangs back to within 7, down 27-20, 45 seconds into this third quarter. Up top now, Camden Brewer. Comes baseline far side over to Anthony Brown, who's played well. Out to Hewley for 3, in and out, but a fortunate bounce off to Camden Brewer on the offensive rebound. Goes cross-court far side off to the freshman Sutton. Touches it off on the elbow to Anthony Brown, who drains another jumper. Brown in double figures now with 10, lead back up to 9. For York Suburban over Laurel Highlands at 29-20. 6:48 left here in the third quarter. Gallagher back across for the Mustangs. He directs traffic up top. Watched there by Alon Gorham, who's certainly been a factor defensively tonight in this game for the York Suburban Trojans. Egnott over to Tyvon, out again to Timmy Smith. Smith working off to his right. Smith right of the lane. A off balance shot came up short. And underneath, Hewley the rebound there for York Suburban. Pulls it off to Brewer, brings it across. Brewer operating up top. Brewer bounces it off near side. Sutton, deep 3. Too strong that time, and a big rebound from Tyvon Long over Camden Brewer. Mustangs folded across to Gallagher. Pull up Jay for the near wing, rattled in for Rodney Gallagher. Gallagher with 16. Mustangs back to within 7 again, down 29-22. Quickly coming back. Floater and air ball from the freshman Savon Sutton. Keandre Cook on it. Off to Timmy Smith. Long too far wing. Short again from Timmy. Offensive rebound. Tyvon Long scores on the putback. Mustangs coming alive. Tyvon with 8. And the lead down to 5 at 29-24. Laurel Highlands, who trail 19-5 after one quarter of play, have cut this York Suburban lead now down to 5 with 5:30 left here in the third. Ball goes back in the corner there to Camden Brewer. Up top, high on the right to Alon Gorham. Goes cross-court far side. Sutton will touch on the elbow again to Aiden Hewley. Hewley couldn't get that one to go, and Tyvon, another rebound for Laurel Highlands out to Keandre Cooking across, and Keandre has his pocket picked. He hit the deck. Gorham with the steal, fights back inside, and floated over the shoulder up and in. Alon Gorham, his first 2 of the game. And the lead extended, again now up to 7 at 31-24. Gallagher coming back, draws the foul. 5:04 left here in the third. Referees getting together to check this foul. Looks like it's going to go on Alon Gorham. That'll be his third, so it's a big foul. Gorham, York Suburban's best defender. They've had him on Gallagher most of the night. Picks up the foul, his third personal. Rodney, first of 2 free throws, no good. And Rod, after being pretty solid at the foul line against Mars in that WPIAL championship game, struggling a bit here, just 3 of 6 from the foul line. He does have 16 points. We saw Gallagher go through a couple of tough stretches throughout the WPIAL playoffs to the foul line, but makes the second of 2 here to give him 17, and the Mustangs back to within 6, down 31-25. 4:57 left here in the third. Savon Sutton high on the left for York Suburban. Will touch off on the far elbow again to Hewley, trying to dump it down low to Brown, and it got intercepted. Again, it's Tyvon Long. He's been a force around the glass for the Mustangs in this one. So Laurel Highlands with the basketball back, down 6 at 31-25 with 4:36 left here in the third. Timmy Smith up top, watched by Camden Brewer. Smith lost the dribble, bounces it off to Tyvon. Tyvon holds, back again between the circles to Keandre Cook. Cook, deep three, in and out, and the ball will just go out of bounds here on the near side. No one around the near boundary to corral on that rebound. So York Suburban will get it back, leading by 6 at 31-25 with 4:21 left here in the third quarter. Trojans quickly back across. Goes over to Savon Sutton up top. Sutton little ball fake. Sends it off to his left again to Gorham. Gorham touch on the elbow and then back in the corner. Missing on the three there, Brewer. Another offensive rebound. Track back down and reset to Brewer, who's working left of the lane, and a foul called. And this is going to be on the offensive side here on York Suburban. An elbow called there on Brewer as he tried to find his way on the inside. That's now 2 personals on Brewer. Second team foul of the second half on York Suburban, and the Mustangs get it back, down 6, 2-possession game with 3:57 left here in the third quarter. Timmy Smith back across here for the Mustangs, fronted there by Brewer. Smith dancing outside the arc, bounces it off to Keandre Cook, tried to slice between defenders and got tripped up and fouled on the play. That'll be the first on the freshman Savon Sutton, and should take us to immediate timeout. With 3:47 left here in the third, 31-25. York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. We're back at 60 on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the True Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, 3:47 left here in the third quarter, 31-25. York Suburban leading Laurel Highlands, first time in the state playoffs for the Mustangs since 2006 when they lost a first-round game against Greater Johnstown at IUP. Last Mustang victory in the state playoffs back in '86 against Brashear. Keandre off to Timmy Smith, open look for three, needs this one, not going to get it again. Tyvon Long, though, keeping it alive, out to Rod. He's going to spot up for the three. Another good look, but couldn't get it to drop. This time York Suburban tracking down the rebound as Gorham sent it off to Sutton and across. Sutton up top. Near side on the elbow there to Hewley between defenders. Off to his right to Anthony Brown, who draws the foul here on the near baseline, and that's going to be trouble for the Mustangs. That's the third personal on Tyvon Long. Coming here with 3:25 left in the third. So Long's going to have to watch himself defensively now for Laurel Highlands. And Anthony Brown back to the foul line. And York Suburban led Laurel Highlands 19-5 after 1 quarter of play. And here's Brown missing the first of 2 free throws. They've scored only 4 points here in the third quarter. Mustangs have outscored the Trojans 7-4 here in the third. Second of 2 free throws. Again, no good from Brown, but another offensive rebound brought back down by Hewley, who missed on the drive but cleaned up out in front. And Hewley got the tip in to go on his own putback to give him 10. And the lead extended back up to 8 at 33-25. 3:07 left here in the third as Timmy Smith works back into the York Suburban zone. Off to Tyvon on the wing. Up top, Nick Egnott. Back to Timmy again. He needs to get his shot going here. Bounces it off to Tyvon. Out to Rod, and now Smith again. Little ball fake. Over to Tyvon. Floater out in front. Good for Tyvon Long. Long now with 6 here in the third, 10 for the game. And we have 2:45 left here in the third quarter, and still only 2 Mustangs have scored in this game. Rodney Gallagher has 17. Tyvon Long has 10, and there's your 27 points for Laurel Highlands. They trail by 6 at 33-27. Baseline Brown, long 2, no good. Offensive rebound, missing another putback. Camden Brewer, and Laurel Highlands out of the pack with it. Gallagher races across on the far side. Pulls up from the far elbow and connects again. Rodney Gallagher trying to take this game over for Laurel Highlands. He has 19. The Mustangs have fought their way back to within 4, down 33-29. 2:15 left here in the third. Deep three, far side, and it spins in for the freshman Savon Sutton. Sutton's second made 3 of the game. Looked like it was going to come out and spun back in for Sutton. And the lead back up to 7 at 36-29. And that one hurts as we go under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Cook with good defense there from Sutton. Resets to Gallagher here between the circles. Sutton had Cook pinned up against the Mustang bench there for a moment. Gallagher going cross court near side, back to Keandre. Keandre had it poked away from behind there by Sutton. In transition, racing back, Brewer put off the glass, no good. By the tip-in putback, score it there for Aiden Hewley. Hewley now with 12, including 4 here in the third quarter. And just like that, York Suburban's lead back up to 9 at 38-29. Cook down low, Long comes free again and scores for the Mustangs. Tyvon Long, 8 here in the third, 12 for the game. Mustangs back to within 7 at 38-31. 75 seconds left here in the third. Hewley D'd up, kick back in the corner. Touch there from Brown, back to Hewley, working out in front. That has to be a charge, and it is. Third on Hewley. You're seeing these bigs getting a little foul trouble here on both sides. Hewley and Gorham, 3 apiece for York Suburban. Tyvon has 3 for the Mustangs. That was a big call because if it goes on Tyvon, that's 4 on Long. And the Mustangs get it back after the charge. And Gallagher in the backcourt, fronted there by Gorham. We'll watch that matchup again. How aggressively will Gorham play defensively with 3 personals? Gallagher, not sure if it was a shot or a pass, but it got knocked down. And look out, in transition, the freshman Sutton races back. Gallagher came back defensively and broke it up, but staying alive there. Brown floated out the glass, no good. The Mustangs, Keandre Cook the rebound. Out to Gallagher, pull up Jay far wing, in and out, got his own rebound. Rod spins back inside, puts it off the glass and in. What a score there on the putback from Gallagher. He has 7 here in the third, 21 for the game. Mustangs fight back again. They're back to within 5, down 38-33. With 24 seconds left here in the third, and if Steve Stupak was here, he'd say, here come the Mustangs. Final 15 seconds of this third quarter. Brewer resets here between the circles, dumps down low, Hewley comes free and puts it up and in. So Hewley with the finish there, lead back up to 7. Smith races back and he's called for an offensive foul. So Timmy Smith called for the offensive foul. 2.7 left here in the third. And one last crack at it here for York Suburban. And unable to get a shot away there, Sutton. That'll do it. For 3 quarters of basketball, 40-33, York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. We're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School. We apologize to you folks on the radio side. Dropped out there late in the third quarter. 40-33. York Suburban leading Laurel Highlands. York Suburban with 13 points scored in that third quarter. Mustangs outscored them 15-13. Have to rally back, though, from a 7-point deficit. As we start the final 8 minutes, York Suburban will trigger it in. It'll be Aiden Hewley to work it in here for York Suburban. They'll send it in to Alon Gorham, who operates high on the left. Again, Laurel Highlands has had some playoff comebacks throughout their WPIAL run, which of course included a WPIAL championship, and there's a steal from Egnott. Forward to Gallagher, lays it up and in. So how about that instant offense created by Nick Egnott, who set up that rush with the steal. Gallagher with the finish, he has 23. Mustangs back to within 5, down 40-35. 7:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Still only 2 Mustangs have scored in this game, Gallagher and Long. And now a timeout will be taken here by York Suburban. 30-second timeout, 7:27 left here in the fourth. 40-35 York Suburban. We're back in 30 here in the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night. Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, 40-35. The York Suburban Trojans leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, 7:27 left here in the fourth quarter. You know it's a full house when the 50-50 here pays over $800 tonight. This place is packed, very similar to the atmosphere we saw at Woodland Hills High School for the Mustangs win over Thomas Jefferson in the WPIAL 5A semifinals. York Suburban with the basketball again, working left to right as we describe it. Camden Brewer off to Sutton, back to Brewer again, open look for 3, and he hits it. That's the third made 3 of the game for Camden Brewer. He has 11. He's hit 42 threes this season and extends the York Suburban lead back to 8 at 43-35. So a solid time out there from Tom Triggs has the Trojans lead back up to 8. 6:55 to play. Gallagher for the Mustangs trying to come free off a screen. Long 2 up top, good for Rodney Gallagher. Again, all of the scoring for the Mustangs have been courtesy of Rodney Gallagher and Tyvon Long tonight. Rodney with 25, Tyvon with 12. Mustangs down 6, 2-possession game, 6:38 left here in the fourth. Savon Sutton goes baseline far side, will touch out in front to Hewley, who leans. Couldn't get it to go, but drew the foul out in front. If it goes on Tyvon, that's his 4th. And he was the closest Mustang in the vicinity, and he'll pick up the foul. And Long, who has been so great for the Mustangs here tonight, down on the blocks, around the rim, on those rebounds and blocks, just picked up his 4th personal foul. Mustangs have yet to make a substitution in this game, with the exception of late in the second quarter for a couple of situational subs, as Hewley misses on the first of 2 free throws. Second of 2, good for Aiden Hewley. Gives Hewley 15. And the lead at 7 at 44-37 for York Suburban over Laurel Highlands with 6:30 left here in the fourth. Timmy Smith in the backcourt. Watched there by Camden Brewer. Smith works right of the lane, now pulls back out on the wing. Bounces off to Rod here between the circles. Again being washed defensively there by Alon Gorham. And now Gallagher trying to come free off a screen. Double team came over. That was Brown defensively. Gallagher fights back inside and floats another one up and in. Gallagher 6 here in the fourth, 27 for the game. He's trying to keep the Mustangs in it. They're back to within 5 again, down 44-39 as we go under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. A little ball fake from Brewer. Watched there by Timmy Smith. It's amazing what one guy can do for you, and Gallagher's done just that for Laurel Highlands, not only tonight but this season. This Mustang team just 4-17 a year ago, winning a WPIAL championship in 2020. 3 up top again for the freshman Sutton, and he hits it again. Head coach Tommy Triggs says ring it up. The freshman has been big from the outside. He's drained 3 threes to give him 9 for the game. And that extends the lead back up to 8 at 47-39. The Mustangs are needing those 6 threes they saw at Timmy Smith in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs against Hampton. And the Mustangs have been cold from the field with the exception of either Gallagher or Long in this one. And a foul on the floor called here on Savon Sutton. That'll be his 2nd. Team 5th, 9 shooting, and Gallagher will trigger it back in with the Mustangs down 8 and 5:24 to play. Sends it into Tyvon, floats one up, out in front. Can we get it to go? Nick Egnott on the rebound, missed on the putback. Keandre Cook on the far block gets it to go. So the Mustangs working the glass well on that possession. Keandre Cook getting his first 2 of the game with 5:10 left here in the fourth quarter to pull the Mustangs back to within 6 again, down 47-41. 5:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Brewer on the far side. Play catch there with Savon Sutton. Now Brewer again. Goes in the corner to Alon Gorham. Gorham now resets on the wing. Back to Brewer, and at the foul line, Egnott trying to block it away from Anthony Brown. Does just that. Touched by Cook, but too far on that outlet pass, looking for Rod. Mustangs going a million miles an hour there. Had an on-man break, trying to go too quickly and turn it over. And that hurts with 4:44 to play. York Suburban gets it back, up 6. Trying to get a win here after a long road trip down the Pennsylvania Turnpike to make their way to Greensburg, Pennsylvania, coming off of that 9th place win over Hershey, which got him in here in the state playoffs. Double team here on Sutton, got out of it. Spinning forward, Brown with a finish in front of Egnott. Anthony Brown with 12. And credit Sutton there. He was in big time trouble, got out of it. And Gallagher back on the other side. Pull up 3, good. Gallagher and the Mustangs won't go away. Gallagher has scored 30 points in this game. 30 and the Mustangs 44. And the Mustangs back to within 5, down 49-44. Gallagher putting on a show for all of those in attendance, including Pitt head coach Jeff Capel. On the inside, driving, shot with the left hand, no good there from Hewley. Tip back out here on the near side, nice save there on the near boundary from Gorham. Kept back alive to Brown, floats one in, back off the glass, missed on the first attempt. Got the put back to go and drew the foul. Who's this one going to go on down on the blocks? Basket and one, giving Brown 14 for the game. Foul goes on Keandre Cook, only his second. That takes us to immediate timeout. So buckle up, 3:39 to play, 51-44 York Suburban. We're back at 60 here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Bob Schiffmeyer.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, 51-44. York Suburban leading Laurel Highlands. 3:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Brian Morozak along with you. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on the South Union Township Sports Network. The folks on the radio side, you can watch the replay of this game. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow night. Nick Barczyk back in our Uniontown Hospital studios. Anthony Brown trying to convert the and one after drawing that foul on Keandre Cook right before the media timeout. Brown, 14 points in this game. Free throw here on the way and no good. He's missed his last fourth on line, but the offensive rebound tracked down by Camden Brewer. He's double teamed in the corner, gets out of it. To Lon Gorham high on the right. Well, York Suburban's been quick to the ball in this game. They lead by 7. 3:25 left here in the fourth. Gorham up top, trying to work here on Keandre Cook. Gorham again between defenders, fighting inside, pulls it out right in the lane. Anthony Brown drains the long two. Crowd silencer there. Anthony Brown with 16, showing the soft touch and increasing the lead to 9 at 53-44. With 3:05 left here in the fourth quarter, Mustangs are going to need a big-time comeback here in the final 3 minutes. They want to keep their season alive. Tyvon Long here on the far wing, over to Timmy Smith. They need this three, and Timmy Smith well off the mark, missed it wide right. Those are the kind of shots you need to hit if you want to get back into the game. 2:47 left here in the fourth. Might have been a travel. Not called coming back there on Sutton. Now a foul called here on the Mustangs. Smith going for the steal. We'll get Timmy for the foul. Only his second. Team fifth, 9 shooting. And Savon Sutton will trigger it back in. Lead at 9, 2:44 to play. Goes into Hewley. Works between defenders and gets it to go. And he had Long, who kind of had to watch himself defensively as Hewley went right between Long and Egnott. Double-digit lead. Gallagher up top for 3. Too strong. Rebound going there to Savon Sutton. That might be it for the Mustangs. High pass brought down there by Brewer. Pulled back on the touch. Brown now Brewer again. Launches the three, no good on the backside. Cook fighting Brown for the rebound, and Cook able to keep it alive. Out to Ronnie and across. 2:13 to play. Mustangs down 11. And Rod getting fouled. This will be on the floor. 16 foul. Mustangs won't shoot with 2:11 left in regulation. That'll be the fourth, though, on Gorham. As we said, 16 foul. Gallagher triggers into Tyvon along far corner. Resets up top. Timmy Smith launches another three, and Smith finally knocks one down. So there you go. Timmy Smith hitting a three. Mustangs back to within 8, down 55-47. 2:10 left here in the fourth. Full timeout. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, 55-47. York Suburban leading Laurel Highlands 2:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Also have to pass along once again, get well wishes to Barry Rosner, which Barry was out here at the game, and also to my broadcast partner, Steve Suprick. Steve had a little unfortunate incident yesterday. Hope Steve's getting well. Hope to have him back at a high school basketball game soon. Steve says go Mustangs. York Suburban with the basketball leading by 8. As we go under 2 minutes. We'll send it down to Brown. Back between the circles again to Gorham. Gorham left to the lane, kicks in the corner. Little ball fake there from Brewer. Hands left to the lane. Brown pulls back out in front. Left-handed scooper. No good there from Hewley. And a rebound brought down by Laurel Highlands' Keandre Cook. Off to Gallagher. Did he carry? Yes, he did. Gallagher called for the carry, and that was evident. Correct call made there, but it hurts if you're a Mustang fan. You're still down 8. And York Suburban getting the basketball back with 1:41 left here in the fourth. Let's see if the Mustangs press a little bit here defensively as they try to clean up a little moisture out on the court. Again, the winner of this one will take on either New Oxford or Thomas Jefferson in the second round, and it might be an all D3 matchup. New Oxford led TJ Big at halftime, up 38-19, and of course York Suburban up 8 here with 1:41 to play. They're trying to get some of this moisture off the court as Greensburg Salem Athletic Director Mike Burrell comes over to try to aid. And for you folks on the radio side, just a full house. Probably 90% Mustang fans here for this one. Back from rim to rim. The Mustangs down 8, really need a rally back. They want to continue their season. York Suburban sends it off to Brown on the wing. Hewley, did he get fouled there by Thomas Brown? Yes, he did. Mustangs bringing Thomas Brown in for Nick Egnott. Just looking for a little defensive speed. That'll be the 16th foul. Thomas Brown's first personal foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1 for York Suburban on the next foul. And their head coach Tom Triggs wants a timeout. This will be another full timeout. 1:32 to play. 55-47 York Suburban. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
1:32 left in regulation time here at Greensburg Salem High School. PIAA boys 5A first round action. York Suburban leading Laurel Highlands 55-47. Trojans with a basketball. Camden Brewer to send it in left of the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone. Bounces it off right of the lane to Anthony Brown. And I think we have a travel called here. Travel called there on Brown, so the Mustangs will get it back. Laurel Highlands will take that. Travel and Anthony Brown, Nick Egnott back in the game for the Mustangs for offensive purposes. As Keandre Cook will trigger it in here to Tyvon Long out there with 4 personals. Back to Keandre. Got to get the offense going. Cook in the backcourt, a little hesitation. Now we'll bring it across. Need a little movement. Cook up top. Cook pivots at the far elbow, shovels it off to Rod. Rod up top, takes the 3, came up short. Hustle looking for his own rebound, but Timmy Smith able to clean it up. He'll reload and hit the 3. Timmy Smith hitting a couple threes here in the fourth quarter, keeping the Mustangs in it. 1:10 to play, 55-50. York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 here on the Sierra Parada Group High School Sports Night. .110 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands has cut this once again to a 2-possession game. They're down 5 at 55-50. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. 16 fouls committed by both York Suburban and Laurel Highlands. Tight all along. Off the trigger in here, a little double team on Savon Sutton, who throws it right to Terrence Thomas Brown. Brown off to Gallagher, fights inside and gets it to go. It's a 1-possession game. Gallagher has 32. 55-52 York Suburban. 55 seconds left here in the fourth. Sutton fighting back. Sends it off left to the lane there to Anthony Brown at the foul line. Hewley, he knocked down Tyvon Long. Charge call there on Hewley. That's his 4th personal. Mustangs get it back down 3. 48 seconds left here in the fourth. Could they possibly come back again? Does the slipper still fit? For the Cinderella team that enter the WPIAL playoffs as the number 8 seed, won a WPIAL championship, got down big here. 18-5 after 1 quarter of play. They're down 3. Gallagher with the basketball. Hands off, Egnott comes free. It's a 1-point game. Nick Egnott's first 2 of the game. Timeout Laurel Highlands. Can you believe this? 38 seconds to play. York Suburban 55, Laurel Highlands 54. Full timeout. We're just going to step aside for a quick 30. Back in 30 for the Sierra Parada Group High School Sports Night. Back at Greensburg Salem High School, 55-54. York Suburban trying to hold on in this pro Mustang crowd. Rooting on their team. What a comeback effort it's been. Just to get to this point. Just to have a shot here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Down 1 at 55-54. 38 seconds left in regulation time. Most of the fans here standing. Aiden Hewley will trigger it in. Mustang supporters to their feet. Hewley to trigger it in. Sends it into Savon Sutton. He's double teamed to the backcourt. Sutton trap goes cross-court far side. Brings it across to Gorham. Watch there by Gallagher. 30 seconds left. Gorham dances around Thomas Brown. Kicks it back in the corner to Brewer. Again, York Suburban a 1-point lead. A 55-54, 22 seconds left. Brewer drives the far baseline and gets that tough shot to go. Lead up to 3. 15 seconds to play. Mustangs have a timeout left. Gallagher up top. 57-54, and now Coach Hager's going to take it. So here we go. You needed 3 for the tie. 11.6 left. And that's Laurel Highlands' final timeout. So we'll keep it here as the Mustangs talk strategy. Coach Hager being told, you're out of timeouts. This place is packed in rim to rim. And you look at Rodney Gallagher, he scored a game-high 32 points in this game. Timmy Smith's been hot here in the fourth quarter, has knocked down 2 threes here in the fourth quarter to get the Mustangs back into this game. You have to credit York Suburban's Camden Brewer. What a baseline drive on the far side there to extend the Trojans' lead back up to 3 and give them a little cushion here for what might be the Mustangs' final possession of regulation time. And if you folks on the radio side, more playoff basketball on the way next. Tony Hanola from Pitt Johnstown will bring you boys single A. First round action, Berlin Brothers Valley taking on Geibel Catholic. So here we go. Can the Mustangs extend this game? Maybe a little overtime action from Greensburg Salem. Mustangs need a 3. 11.6 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Keandre Cook will trigger it in. You have Timmy Smith, Tyvon Long, Nick Egnott, and Rodney Gallagher out there for the Mustangs. And Keandre will send it in again. Laurel Highlands out of timeouts. Keandre to work it in. Bounces it off to Tyvon. Back to Keandre. 9 seconds left. Far side Gallagher. Gallagher from the far wing slips. Will take the shot for the tie. Came up short. Keandre, the offensive rebound, scores on the putback. But they don't have a timeout. And Laurel Highlands will fall 1 point short. 57-56. They could not stop the clock. Lake did not have a timeout. And this magical season ends for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Rodney Gallagher in tears. Gave it his all and then some with 32 points. But what a hard-fought game. The Mustangs coming all the way back to give York Suburban a game here in the final minutes. For the slow starts, the Mustangs down 19-5 after 1 quarter of play. Did Laurel Highlands in. Right down to the wire again. Laurel Highlands had a 1 point win in the WPIAA championship game. And unfortunately a 1 point loss here in the first round of the PIAA state playoffs, falling 57-56 to York Suburban. Stay tuned for our post-game show. It's brought to you by Potter's Bar and Grill. Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Back with the final numbers right after this on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Back here at Greensburg Salem High School, what a game we had on our hands as the fans start to make their way out as the York Suburban Trojans hang on for a 57-56 win over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And our post-game show brought to you by Potter's Bar and Grill. And what a game Rodney Gallagher had, finishing with a game-high 32 points. And it was interesting until the final stages, and actually check that, until early on in the fourth quarter, Tyvon Long and Rodney Gallagher were the only two Mustangs who scored in this game. Rodney finishes with 32, Tyvon with 12, and we'll get to all of our final scoring numbers brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. Peachin's Pharmacy now located in downtown Connellsville. The Peachin Market, same hours and free prescription delivery at Peachin's Pharmacy. So Rodney Gallagher finishes with 32 for the Mustangs, Tyvon Long with 12, Timmy Smith with 6, Nick Egnott with 2, and Keandre Cook with 2. The Mustangs got in that early hole, down 19-5 after 1 quarter of play. Scored 13 in the second quarter for 18 at halftime. Picked it up in the third with 15 for 33 after 3 and had a 23-point fourth quarter, but needed one more to extend this game, losing 57-56. On the York Suburban side, leading the way was Aiden Hewley with 17. Alon Gorham had 2. Anthony Brown with 16. Camden Brewer with 13, including that big baseline drive in the final 30 seconds, which extended the York Suburban lead to 3. And so Von Sutton with 9 on the York Suburban side. They had 19 in the first, 8 in the second for 27 at halftime, 13 in the third for 40 after 3, and 17 in the fourth for 57 for the game. So 57-56, York Suburban over Laurel Highlands. Again, for you folks on the radio side, stay tuned. Game 2 of our doubleheader on the way next. Geibel taking on Berlin Brothers Valley at Pitt Johnstown. Tony Hanula will have that game for you. Tip off around 8 o'clock tonight. Actually, might be a little bit later than 8 o'clock tonight. That's the third game of a triple header at Pitt Johnstown. We're back with more on our Ponders postgame show in just a moment here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and on the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here one final time on the South Union Township Sports Network. York Suburban, a 57-56 win over Laurel Highlands, ending the Mustang season at 17-9. York Suburban will take on New Oxford in the second round of the PIAA playoffs, and all District 3 matchup there. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Again, your final score, York Suburban 57, Laurel Highlands 56. So long, everybody.
Thank you.